Thank you so much, Dr. Albert, for joining me today. I'm hoping that you can start by discussing how telemedicine can be used in rheumatic care.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity, and I really appreciate the opportunity that David McLean gave me to speak to the CCR East about telemedicine. Telemedicine has been sort of a boutique enterprise for the last dozen years. Actually, I've been involved for about a decade, but recently with the COVID pandemic, it's become front and center for many, if not most, or almost all practitioners at this point. And people have had to do some very quick ramp up for the tools necessary to conduct this kind of care, and that has been both the providers and the patients. But it seems like it's been very appealing to both groups, and hopefully it will continue in largely the current format, rather than the one that was unfortunately highly regulated with a lot of barriers before COVID.
Now, is it being used? Are patients sending you photos, or what does it look like?
Okay, so we have an electronic medical record which generically is called Epic. Our particular one is a Dartmouth variant on it, but every institution that uses Epic has their own variant. It permits great deal of flexibility in terms of the communication between providers and patients. That includes written documents, videos, still photographs, as well as verbal interchange and written interchange. So we're not limited at all by the electronic medical record that we use. And the platform that allows us to have a visual contact with the patients currently is called Video, VIDYO, and that permits a very seamless interaction between the patient and the physician. But on Monday, in other words, just a couple of days from now, we're migrating to a whole different platform, which is a Zoom variant, similar to what we're doing right now. The Zoom variant is slightly less cumbersome in terms of connecting to the patients, has a little bit better visual and auditory reliability, and also allows for multiple users on both ends. So for example, if you had a patient who might be elderly and wants the support of either a spouse or children, they could have different devices all connected to the same interface. And also on my end, I can have students and nurses and other staff members connected. So it can be sort of like a tree-like phenomenon on both ends. And that will facilitate, the actual conduct of the encounter in many instances. Right now, basically the family, if they're involved, they have to sort of Zoom bomb it, and not use multiple different screens, but that's changing. And there are a variety of different platforms that are available. Doximity has a platform which we use as a backup when things go south, but we like to try to stay away from non-HIPAA compliant platforms like FaceTime and Skype. So what you use to communicate with your family, which is very useful often, is not, I think, the wave of the future. The wave of the future is HIPAA compliant, usually the ones that I spoke about.